Okay, so this is going to be kind of geared towards a funded series I have going on right now. I want to talk about failure and what we should have been doing from the start because I forgot to mention it. So what I did, I missed out on a play and I took a loss, and I got rebuilt for another combine. So with the new combine, since I'm only going to be trading one, I decided to give people a decision right around here, go long or short. People said long. I full ported longs, and as you know, count hit max daily loss. So that it's max daily loss right now. Tomorrow I'm gonna end up full porting it again. Still, we're doing the series, but what I want to say, I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna have it as a series anymore. It's just gonna be the recaps. I'm gonna put the recaps in a playlist because I need to start vlogging again because that brings it so much more engagement and viewers. I think it's more beneficial for everyone. I was talking to my production team about that, so that's what we're gonna be doing from now on. But what I want to talk to people about, because I had this all planned out in my head, you guys are gonna fail your funded challenges. A lot of people fail for the first time, and I'm not just gonna pass it, do some absolute god mode on my funded accounts, funded challenges. So if you do end up failing, or if you're scared of failing and you really want to go over it, this is what you should be doing with your funded accounts, so you at least learn from it. Okay, I don't know if you guys have my Notion template, or if you don't have, if you have my note, remind me later. If you don't have my Notion template that I have for trading, but I have this right here, and you could just add on as an option. You could just type in 100K, top step, combine. I'm gonna get 150K and trade that up too, but for now we're just gonna go over this. You want to find, or you have to make one. Actually, you could just type in funded account and then click on create right here, and it'll create one. But have this, and every single day, instead of doing New York Stock Exchange like what I do right here and typing in it, type in here about the account balance, how you did on that day, your psychology on the day, everything that you did on that day, so you can keep track of your wins. Did you put your stop to break even, stops and profit? Did you just leave it, let it run? Did you set it and forget it? Which I really recommend if you just set it and forget about it, because I think that's more realistic. If you're back testing, that's probably what's going to happen. You're not going to go through the energy to put stops or break even. So from now on, I'm going to use the fresh combine, and we're going to start journaling it because we didn't do it the right way. We messed it up. I'm still going to full port the other one tomorrow, but still, we're going to act like it's a completely fresh combine. So this is what we should have been doing from the start. I'm sorry that I didn't actually mention this before, but if you do fail, you have an entire track record, all the trades you took, the time you took them, everything. Just try to be as specific as possible when you're writing this. Like, for example, I'm going into the day. How am I feeling? How did I feel today? Pretty tired, honestly. And I got, I don't know, you could write in how much hours of sleep you got because I was studying, and I took a loss. You want to take a screenshot of whatever loss you took, which you could just Control Shift S to take a picture of it. So if you're zoomed in, you have your play, get stopped out. And most of you guys will fail from bad psychology because some people can't really handle losses and they just go on tilt, which I'd understand that, honestly, because I used to do that a ton. So took a loss, and you write down your confluences, everything you had, and your risk management, and just at least keep track of it and make sure, get some motivational stuff going on. I have these notes on my wall right here in the webcam. You can just look into it, write down some stuff at the top of this, so every single time you look at it, like what I have right here, it's just it's just a ton of motivation, stuff to keep your mindset in check, realizing you're in this for the long term. If you full port and you win, it's not going to help you in the long run. It'll mess you up. You need driven data, and this is how you gather data for your trading. You know that this works. You can go into these challenges way more confident. If you have track record, you know what you did wrong, you know what you did right, you pass it, then you can continuously pass it. And that's what your number one goal has to be with these funded challenges, and it's just taking data on them. Because if you want to do this in the long run, and you're trading, like, multiple funded accounts, you need data to know that this strategy actually works. The days you do best on, the days you do worst on, times you trade, strategies, everything, and sticking with one strategy, risk management plan, having all that sorted out, it will make you such a better trader. When I stopped journaling, that's where I started declining. When I started journaling again and studying again, I started realizing my trading is getting better, I'm being more locked in, and I'm actually taking it a little bit more seriously. Now, I had some issues with some outside stuff in psychology, but everything is clear now. I have 1 year to go. 6 figures is the goal. Freedom, so I can build my family, everything. I can have a family with no stress, live my life free, and I want to build up an army of teens that are actually able to make money. So I think that's what my goal is for most of the people with my series, and I want to be known as someone that actually turned a bunch of 16, 17, 18-year-old high schoolers into absolute, such as say, six-figure millionaires. Just try pushing you guys up there so you know how to make money, and this is the way. Just start journaling, gathering data, and taking it extremely seriously. So every loss that you take, every win that you take, is you know about it, and you know exactly how it works. Like, I could go far back into this. This is just some, I experimented with, what was it, right here, with my wins and losses right here. And I tend to full port a lot. I need to get rid of that, but usually these combines, if I get an extra one or if I have more than one that I want to trade and I don't want to deal with it, or if I don't want to pay activation, I full port it and just demolish it. Which I need to start giving them away if I'm not going to use them. I should be doing funded account giveaways or just $100 giveaways because I've been dumping them way too much. Like, I bought a funded account at the end of one of my recaps. Literally told the people in the recap to long or short it, and I blew it in one day. Or like within an hour, I blew it. And Spoken, Strizzy, and a few other people were here for that. But that aside, let's go straight into the recap. And today was actually really interesting. I liked today. It's just I didn't really trade it as seriously as I should have, just because today I had a ton of quizzes, tests, everything. So first thing I had marked out in my analysis channel, I had this mitigation block marked out. And I knew that we had to retrace into this at some point, and I was expecting a parabolic run after we had this run lower, which for some reason I mean, I think, Andrew, do you know if this thing happening between NATO joining Ukraine or Ukraine joining NATO was actually what caused this dump? That's what a lot of people are saying.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but that's what the rumors are. At this point, when I saw this, I want to see a parabolic expansion lower, and we'll talk about that more. It's one of the charter things that ICT was talking about, and I'm pretty excited to start teaching about that and the measuring gaps that we had that made me enter on a short. So that aside, we had this run up higher. I'm pretty sure we had pre-market news and going lower. This is power 3, but it can also be considered right here. I'm going to mark this out. Power 3 we accumulated, and this is a whole market maker sell model. This is the original accumulation. This is our manipulation into a PD array, which are hourly mitigation block. That's what we tapped into. So our accumulation right here. And I need this for maybe a thumbnail, I guess. Right here, this is our accumulation, manipulation into this mitigation block, higher time frame PD array, and we had our distribution up higher, so we draw our distribution. This distribution leg is where we wanted to either take reaccumulation plays off this breaker right here, because on the 5-minute you can obviously see this is a breaker, potentially a unicorn, but I didn't actually look into that too much. So if you guys want to know how we could have taken longs, which I think we were close to lunch, so I would have been cautious with it, since power 3 market maker buy model, you could actually trade the whole model with this. Hop on a 5-minute, because you always want to zoom out, see where price is going, see what we're reacting off of. That's how I saw this, and since I had a massive red box marked out, so also gave me confluence. But what was it? Let me think. What was I going to explain? I already forgot it. Oh yeah, market structure shift right here. Shift in market structure on the 5-minute. And all we really want to be looking for is a retracement to any type of PD array. It doesn't really look like we traded into one, but that's where we scale down 3-minute, 2-minute, and start looking for a trade there off anything. For value gap, and is this considered a breaker? I mean, it's a high before liquidity sweep. So I'm not too confident in this being a breaker, because typically people would mark this one out as one, and we retrace into it. But I mean, this high right here, order block, because I think we use the wicks in case there is if there's a fair value gap behind it, we use the wicks for an order block, and we tapped into it almost perfectly on the 3-minute. But actually, no, I don't think we even tapped into it. That aside, I don't think I want to go too much into detail. You just have to know this is the beginning of a market maker sell model. So after that, what we want to be looking for is we have our original consolidation right here. First thing I like to do personally, I like to draw our standard deviations, see our projections, see where we're likely to go. And all we have to look out for now is a smart money reversal. Inducement, a high to be put in. We also have this rejection block up here. So keep this in mind. If we fail to take out this high, this is considered a rejection block. And that's what we had. Higher time frame rejection block. Inducement right here, engineering liquidity at these highs. Boom, boom, boom. And we run out all these highs, kind of like 3 drives, high resistance liquidity at these highs. And look at what we did to this low. Close below the low. Now all I want to see, retracement into mean threshold of this order block specifically. Because look at this, on the 1-minute, this is also an internal sell model or a smart money reversal. And usually these order blocks, I put the volume profile on them. I look for, what was it, anything within a discount too. So this is our first, I think this is what most people call a lower short. And we didn't even tap into one, actually. Let me confirm. If we didn't tap into a discount, I probably would have just been like, I don't want to take it. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe with it. Yeah, I don't think we did. Still mean threshold order block. This is considered a lower short, unless you want to take a riskier play. But I probably wouldn't even consider this. It's just a retrace into a discount inversion fair value gap. But keeping that aside, this mean threshold was really interesting to me, and that's what I marked out. And okay, I just want to test it out. So now we're gonna dump. And do you guys know what a measuring gap is? Because I know some people were asking me what a measuring gap was, and I kind of used it as like a fractal for the market. I'm going to draw out premium and discount, and what it is, or the way I learned it, because I don't know if I'm actually correct, at the equilibrium of the range, we have this fair value gap that we want to see us partially tap into. We want to draw it all the way across, and we want to take an entry off a close below or a partial tap into it. So right below the 0.5, this is our measuring gap because we do not want this to get filled. You can also see that, what was it? That's not an IOFD, by the way. But we push lower, push through it, and we completely respect it. And this is where most people could have gone short off the measuring gaps retest, or just tapping right back into it, or this very short value gap. And this is where I decided to take shorts, because when we started displacing through it, I want to see at least a retrace up into discount, because I always think whenever I enter a trade, it has to retrace into a premium or a discount properly if I want to consider taking a trade. So when we had a retrace into OTE and into a discount, the tap of it was just clean enough for me for a short, and I was like, alright, what I want to see now is a parabolic expansion lower. And a parabolic expansion is just when prices reach this epitomis of a second leg redistribution. It's a fancy word for that. And there are some other terms that people use. It's just a final retrace into a discount. And that's where most people want to see the dump happen. And for me personally, I just took everything off. Not at 39 handles. There's no way it was 39. Did I take it off? Because I remember it was like 59 handles around that point. It could have been this right here. But let me go recheck. How much people do we have in here now? 5, 10, 15, 20, 24 people. Okay. Thank you guys for showing up. Let's just look at my analyst channel to confirm. Also, if I get my classes sorted, oh, you guys are going to see some crazy stuff. I'm going to start trading like a pro again. Measuring gap, partial tap, waiting for the parabolic run to dig deeper. Okay, that's weird. Maybe I didn't target 54 handles. I don't remember. And this is where it was just dumping. I called it the parabolic run, seeing it as we, hold up, for these buy models. Actually, I forgot to mention this. When we tap into it initially, this PD array that we tap into initially for the market maker sell model, we want to see this get absolutely knifed through, and that's what we did. I want to see us dig deeper into this mitigation block, and exactly, we did that exactly. So targeting this low would have considered you safe, but as you could see, some stuff happened in Ukraine. I don't know what happened, but like we dumped over 500 handles. I was at, what was it? I was talking to some other traders at my school. They opened up charts. They were shocked. Like eyes agape. They were just in
I
absolute.
have a reason for the big ass dump.
What was your reason?
The logical reason is because today's Thursday, as well as today is when all options contracts expire.
Oh shoot!
Every single month, there's at least one day in the month where contracts expire. Just so happens to be today's the day that contracts expire.
Okay.
Every single day, even the last month, there was a day on Friday, contract expired, and we pumped
IPTA shift incoming.
crazily.
Oh yeah, you're right. There is an IPTA shift. Oh shoot! I haven't thought of that. Yeah, there is gonna be an IPTA shift. We can start
Bro,
using the
please, can you
fast forward
repeat? I
and look
didn't
back.
hear you about the contract.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Can you explain it again, Valid? Contract expiration for options, right? So when contracts expire, they all just go to 0. So I think that's what caused the dump, or that's what he thinks caused it. Personally, I like the fancier way of like NATO's joining Ukraine. We're about to go to war. That's what I prefer. But we formed equal lows right here, and I don't know if we're gonna use this as. First time actually seeing something like this. I was just gonna consider
Market
this as low
usually
resistance
goes higher
liquidity.
during war, by the way.
Yeah.
So like news about war is usually bullish.
So this could have been also considered low resistance liquidity, but it just wasn't clean enough. We didn't really fully rebalance that. Equal lows. I don't know what I should be considering at this point because it can go both ways. It can either retrace into a discount, push lower, and take out these equal lows that's formed, or take it out tomorrow. That's what I want to see happen overnight. I want to see something happen overnight that can give us some more narrative. But with the IPTA shifting coming, ooh, we can find
There's NFP tomorrow at like 7:30
7:30 a.m.
or 8:30 for you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, a.m.
perfect. I'm gonna try waking up early so I can trade. I don't have school tomorrow. Okay. Analysis. Should I do analysis for... Oh, yeah, I already said my analysis for tomorrow. I don't really have any analysis, if I'm being honest. Here we go. If we are going to shift our cast forward prices, this is what's going to get taken out. Boom, boom, boom. W.
You should talk about the 15-minute buy model that we finished today.
What?
You should talk about the 15-minute buy model that we finished today.
Okay. Give me a second. Limit the people that can be in here. There. Okay, yeah, we do have 25. All right. Let me think. 15-minute buy model, right?
Zoom out.
Are you,
Yeah, so
are you talking about this one, the recent one right here?
yeah.
The epitomis. Boom, failure swing, push up higher, boom, retracement to this mitigation block. Boom, run up higher, original consolidation, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that's fair. I've been feeling sick the entire day too. Alright. You guys have any questions? Do you want anything we want to go over?
Um, the prediction reversal at 1 p.m. I made.
Oh yeah. After the expansion, I'd be expecting one too. I just didn't think it would be this crazy. You can see the second we hit 1 p.m. I used to call it aggro time, but it's just the post-lunch reversal because we have a retracement at 12 usually, or typically that's what a lot of people like to say. But during lunch it got really weird, but this is where we did take out the high. So usually if I see a high get taken out during lunch, that's where like the narrative to get set, or that's what it said in like the episode 6 of the 2023 mentorship. Whenever the high gets taken out or whenever there's a liquidity sweep during lunch, that really sets the stage. So yeah, this would have been an invalid trade. I will only wait for a retracement here.
I
Val,
took a
do
short.
you want a live trade tomorrow?
I was gonna try. I'm
Trade
probably.
news.
We could live trade tomorrow. Tag team the market.
I might actually I might buy some
Pause.
new evals and trade them because I'm up enough on my XFAs this week and my PAs
Mm-hmm.
that I don't need a trade.
Nice. Yeah, take
Because
you could take
I
some
caught
evals.
I caught the short at 1 p.m. Like literally exactly at 1 p.m. I took the short. So
Valid. Quick question.
what?
Do you trade? Wait, you trade, right?
What?
Do you trade Asian session?
I have a model that I can go to sleep for that I leave on. Yeah, so I can trade the full range. I don't scalp it, but I don't hold trades. I hold trade for the whole range. If I'm trading Asia, I'm trading the high, low, and all the low and high of Asia. I'm trading the